So, can I start? Welcome to every one of you. Before I thank you, I also want to congratulate the media. We were under the impression that in this weather of heat, it was only the party activists who are working around the clock. But I saw for myself that the media also is working 24/7. So I want to congratulate each one of you and very much appreciate the efforts which you are making. Today, basically, I want to share with you my impressions of this election campaign, which will be culminating tomorrow evening. I have covered every Lok Sabha constituency in the state, 39. 9 being contested by the Congress and other 30 being contested by the DMK and other parties of the Secular Progressive Alliance. As I am in charge of Puducherry also, I have also covered Puducherry, so total 40 constituencies I have covered. During this visit to each constituency, I have made it a point, besides interacting with the party activists, candidate leaders, I have also interacted with the prominent citizens, intelligentsia, civil society members, journalists, professionals, and as much as possible, since I am belonging to Maharashtra and not a known figure here, try to gauge the sentiments and the mood of the common man also. While traveling, meeting people, talking to small hotels, auto rickshaws, an overwhelming sentiment which came across the state has been that of change. Change both of the central government and in fact also of the state government, which will definitely be reflected in the assembly by-elections. There is a sense of being cheated, betrayed by the people of Tamil Nadu, especially the anti-Tamil Nadu stance which the Narendra Modi and his government has been taking in the last 5 years, which has been reflected in the total neglect of the state in terms of developmental and welfare projects and schemes, in terms of natural disasters and calamities which the people of the state suffered, like Okri and Gaja cyclone, and the blind eye that the central government turned to the helpless victims, poor fishermen and farmers. There is a feeling of disappointment wherein people of the state saw the projects earmarked for Tamil Nadu by the earlier UPA government were diverted to BJP ruled states like Gujarat and Madhya Pradesh. All this gives a clear-cut indication that there is not just a wave in favor of the Congress DMK secular progressive alliance, but there is a tsunami where several AIDMK and BJP candidates will end up losing their deposits. This is the ground reality. This is the silent revolution which is happening in Tamil Nadu. Of course, for those analysts who keep watch of every political step, all the surveys done in Tamil Nadu have clearly pointed out majority of the people in the state giving their preference for Rahul Ji Gandhi as the next Prime Minister of India. This is the mood of the people. I am sure a free, fair, transparent election will make this mood very clear to be seen by all on the 23rd of May when the counting takes place. This is the ground reality. On the other hand, I want to share with you the attempts being made by the AIADMK BJP combined to circumvent, to bypass the mood of the people through using unfair means. Already, all my journalist friends who have link with your counterparts in other constituencies must have heard the grapevine that since yesterday the AIDMK BJP combined have started what they are very notorious for, the cash for vote scheme. Distribution of such money has already been started in every constituency. That is the grassroots report. Unfortunately, the confidence of being fair and impartial, which the people expected from the Election Commission of India, is not being seen. I would like to point out to two specific instances. Number one, in the 2016, of which I will be giving you references. In the 2016 elections, 3 containers of money to the tune of rupees 570 crores were caught, seized in Coimbatore, Tirupur area. Till now, though that time it was the grapevine that this is the money seized being distributed by AIDMK, till date there is no indication of what has happened to this money. 2 days back, the country saw widely being circulated on the social media that when the Prime Minister went to Chitradurga, when he deboarded from a big black box trunk was loaded in an Innova which was not part of the convoy. No security clearances were done. Everything is on video. All India Congress Committee has already held a press conference demanding that the Election Commission of India hold an immediate inquiry. What was that in black box? People are suspecting the convoy of the Prime Minister, the BJP ministers, the AIDMK ministers is being misused. But the Election Commission is not acting. Openly it is being talked that money is being given in Tamil Nadu. Unfortunately, threat and coercion is being used on the establishment and even the department to preempt them from conducting checks. One specific question we need to ask. In the past few days, several IT, ED raids have been conducted. Can the AIDMK, BJP ministers point out that though the needle of suspicion for transferring cash for votes is pointing towards them, has the ED or the income tax or any investigating agency raided them? Why not? Why only selectively opposition parties are being targeted? Because you want to create hurdle in their victory by deflecting their attention into such issues. It is very clear. Today morning, I want to share with you the sentiment of the people of Kanyakumari. Today all of our office bearers were sitting in the morning in our office discussing and strategizing about our campaign, and the youth along with 2-3 of his friends walked into our office. He said, I am a commercial artist. I want to share something with you. I said, what is it? He said, I want to display something which I want you to display to the people. We asked him with interest, what is it? He said, Pon Radhakrishnan is just the mask. The face behind is Narendra Modi. When you vote for Pon Radhakrishnan, you are voting for Narendra Modi. This is a message for the people of Kanyakumari. I will share. A youth has made this. He asked us an assurance that we will share this with the media. I promised him that I will be doing it because we believe in the talent of the common man. At the same time, I am also sharing with you the details of what I said when in 2016 5,570 crores were seized, where the money has gone, and also about the Chitradurga incident. Where are the copies you can distribute to the media? Okay? Secondly, after the press conference. Secondly, I want to tell you that any fair assessment of the performance of the government can only be done through comparison. We have taken the details from the various government agencies. Anyone requires proof of the details, I can share with them. Now I am sharing the figures which are economic indicators under Dr. Manmohan Singh tenure of the UPA and the NDA under Narendra Modi. GDP under Dr. Manmohan Singh grew by 8.1% per year. under Manmohan Singh grew by 8.1% per year. Under Modi, only 7.3%. Exports grew by 17.24% during the UPA regime. Under Narendra Modi, exports have fallen, negative growth of 0.81% in last 5 years. FDI grew by 23.68% during the Manmohan Singh UPA regime. Under Narendra Modi, only 11.51%. Foreign exchange reserves, Manmohan Singh, annually 10.3% growth. Narendra Modi, only 5.6% annually. Corporate tax growth, 20.03% under Manmohan Singh. Narendra Modi, only 9.6%. But that is very obvious because this government is suit-boot ki sarkar, known to favor the industrialist. Household savings, which tells us how much the people are able to save. 13% under UPA led by Manmohan Singh, 9% under NDA. Just some examples I have given you. I also want to draw your attention that Narendra Modi in 2014 said, I will follow the policy of India first. The country has seen, his policy has been, I, me and myself. I, me and myself. 6,000 crore rupees, 6,000 crore rupees of people's money spent on self-promotion of Narendra Modi, advertisements, etc. 2,010 crore rupees of people's money spent on visits to 89 foreign visits by Narendra Modi. Jobs and employment, 2 crore jobs promised every year, which makes it 10 crore jobs in 5 years. At the end, highest unemployment rate in the country in the past 45 years. NSSO figures say 4.7 crore jobs lost in the last 5 years. No rise, only lost. But there is hope because he is promising pakoda employment. Pakodas for the youth. Biggest destroyer of institutions is an achievement no one can deny Narendra Modi in this past 5 years. Whether it is the Reserve Bank of India, where the governor was unfortunate to use that word but kicked out, where the CBI saw their own director being relinquished of his charge and temporary acting director taking charge at 2 o'clock in the midnight, where the CVC, CIC, Planning Commission, ED, IT, and unfortunately even Supreme Court. First time in history, 4 senior judges of Supreme Court addressed a press conference saying democracy is in danger. Achievement, federal structure to be destroyed. The country saw in Arunachal, Goa, Uttarakhand, Manipur, Meghalaya, governments which had secured majority being destroyed. Today people are asking, so many achievements for Modi. Why doesn't he ask votes in the name of those achievements? Why is he speaking only on irrelevant issues? Is that his vision for the coming 5 years? Definitely. He should ask votes for Digital India. He should ask votes for Startup India. He should ask votes for Make in India. He should ask votes for bullet train. He should ask votes for black money, demonetization, GST. He should ask votes for fake India. And above all, he has already received certificate of endorsement from his close friend and associate, Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan, who says that Narendra Modi is the best Prime Minister. So definitely he can ask votes in all these issues also. Why he is not doing that is a matter of surprise. Similarly, we can definitely compare Pon Radhakrishnan. He has got the opportunity of being the Union Minister. We all know how powerful the office of a Union Minister is. Unfortunately, what is his performance in the Parliament and outside, all of you know better. It hurts that a Union Minister who made promises about the Ulakai Waterfalls drinking water project did nothing about it. It disappoints when hopes were built about a smart city Kanyakumari. Nothing was done about it. About the industrial and technological park, about the sub-center of the Sports Authority of India, about providing poor Hindu students special assistance and scholarship, about Siddha Medical University, about bringing a state-of-art scientific center, about bringing an agriculture university, about bringing a railway division, about bringing a training center for students preparing for civil services, providing a library to them, about renovating churches along the seashore getting affected, damaged by the sea erosion. What happened to these promises? I understand he is now making some more promises, but what is the credibility? If the old promises itself, when you were in a position as a union minister, now everyone knows that Narendra Modi is not going to be the Prime Minister again, that the BJP is not going to come back to power, then what is the logic? When you had the power, you promised, you did not do anything. Now you are not going to come to power, so it is very clear you only want to mislead the people by making false promises. On another important incident I want to draw to your knowledge. I am told that the Election Commission has conducted training program for its polling officer in a private college in which BJP candidate Union Minister Pon Radhakrishnan ji is a trustee. We want to ask why. Are there not enough government colleges, schools, other venues to hold this training? Does the Election Commission also plan to keep the EVMs after the election in the college in which Radhakrishnan ji is the trustee? Is this the fair and transparent election which the Election Commission is promising? Today, the people had hopes that the VPAT will be introduced in every polling booth. Unfortunately, the Election Commission gave that hopes a year back. That is not fulfilled. Now we understand that in selective booths where they are available, that also is only for 3 seconds, not even for 10, 7 seconds. In 3 seconds, how can the voter check the vote which he has given, whether it is transferred to the same person or not? Already you have read in papers, seen on TV, in the first phase, several places where election were held, button pressing for the hand symbol was found to be faulty. This is the credibility, then definitely people have questions to ask. Therefore, all I want to say that the Congress always follows the sentiment of the people. 2 days before, when Rahul Gandhi ji came to Tamil Nadu, addressing meetings in Krishnagiri, Salem, in Theni and in Virudnagar, he made it clear that Congress will not impose need on Tamil Nadu. Immediately next day, the BJP minister who is in charge of Tamil Nadu, Mr. Piyush Goyal, he said that we will convince. Already we have seen the unfortunate suicide of student Anita. How many more suicides the BJP wants to incite and provoke by taking such anti-people stand? I want to tell you, Congress has given a firm commitment in its manifesto which says we will dispense with the NEET examination and substitute it with a state level examination of equivalent standard approved by the competent authority for admission to medical colleges in that state. This is the firm commitment for the students and the youth of Tamil Nadu. All I want to sum up and say that on one hand, the mood of the people is for voting all the 40 seats of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry in favor of the Congress DMK Secular Progressive Alliance. On the other hand, the BJP and the AIDMK want to again belittle the public opinion, dishonor and try to deflect by using unfair means. We demand that the Election Commission remain alert and to inspire confidence, prepare a level playing ground. Thank you.
Does Congress support the decision in education and some railways? Does Congress support the decision in education and railways?
Rahul ji has already elucidated his views on the education recently in his dialogue in Chennai with the students. Whatever our Congress president says is the Congress stand on it. As far as the privatization of railways go, it is not in the Congress vision, because everything being privatized and given to Adani and Ambani has what made the Mehul Chokshi and Nirav Modi and Vijay Mallya loot the Indian people of their hard-earned money and run away to foreign countries. The government has to accept that they have failed in running all these public sector undertakings in proper system, which the Congress will ensure is done.
Regarding Rafale case, Supreme Court issues a notice against Rahul. Is this affect your election campaign?
We will answer that question in the Honorable Supreme Court. I think that is not the issue. The issue about Rafale is that the Supreme Court has accepted the review petition where it has been made clear that the central government misled the Supreme Court and hid from the Supreme Court documents. The country has seen that the central government has given a wrong affidavit in the Supreme Court and later claimed it to be a typo error. The country has seen that first their Attorney General in the Supreme Court said that some documents of Rafale deal have been stolen, and then the next day they say only Xerox copies have been taken. So what is important is this. What is important is Prime Minister Narendra Modi has not yet answered why in 18 months the price of the Rafale aircraft has tripled in cost. What is important in Rafale is the Prime Minister has not answered why the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, which is the renowned ammunition manufacturing public sector undertaking, was not given that contract and given to Anil Ambani when he has no experience and his company was formed only 10 days before? These are the pertinent questions which the Prime Minister is not answering. Prime Minister needs to answer why he recommended loan waiver of Anil Ambani. There are cartoons that farmer suicides are happening. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is ignoring them, but he is going to the French authorities and portraying that Anil Ambani is a poor farmer of India. Therefore, please condone his loan. The Prime Minister needs to answer that.
As you mentioned, the central government listening to Supreme Court, yeah?
Yes.
So exactly, what do you say exactly?
My dear friend, the affidavit which was given earlier about the Rafale deal, that affidavit was wrong. Later on, when it was pointed out by our advocate, they admitted that it is a typo error. A common man gives an affidavit in the court because giving wrong affidavit in the court is a criminal offence. He sees 10 times. You mean to say the government of India, which has the whole paraphernalia of machinery, Solicitor General, Attorney Generals, they can commit such mistake? It was done with a mana fide intent. Only when it was caught, it was exposed, they converted it to a typo error.
I have one question. Why Congress leader Rahul has been campaigning to give more seats women in parliament and working enterprises. However, in Tamil Nadu, women resolution, for example, candidate is 10:1. Why is that?
My dear friend, you cannot make an assessment of, you asked the question, now I will answer.
Yeah, sure.
You cannot make the assessment of reservation in a particular issue itself. It is the commitment of Congress party of giving 33% reservation. This Narendra Modi government had made this promise during the 2014 election. The country witnessed our leaders, respected Sonia Ji Gandhi, respected Rahul Ji Gandhi, writing to the Prime Minister that your party has a clear majority. We are also ready to support. Please bring the women reservation bill. But the government did not vote because their promise for women reservation bill is hollow. This government came to power on the Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao slogan. And what the country has witnessed, that 53% of the budget of the Beti Padhao, Beti Bachao Padhao Yojana has been spent on advertisement for Narendra Modi. The rest budget also remains unspent. This country, our country has witnessed highest number of atrocities happening against women during this regime. BJP ministers, central minister was alleged of sexual harassment and atrocities on women in the Me Too campaign. 15 days, Prime Minister and BJP President Amit Shah remained quiet as if endorsing the act of former Union Minister MG Akbar. We have seen in Unnao incident in UP, Sengar, the BJP MLA committing rape, and after that the father of the victim who complained to the police station, he was brutally murdered in the name of interrogation. We have seen this. The Prime Minister remains quiet. This is their commitment for women. My only last submission is Congress leadership has followed an open door policy with the media. Only national leader Rahul Ji Gandhi, every other day he is accessible to the media, he is answerable to the media. He has met every section of the society. He meets the students, he goes to the farmers, he meets the Mahilas, he meets the youth. Prime Minister, not one press conference. Unfortunately, my dear friends from the press have not got an opportunity to ask even one question to the Prime Minister. And so is the policy of BJP. Mohan Radhakrishnan, he says what others are doing, he points out. He never answers what he promised and what he never did. This is the policy to deflect from the main issues.